Now, also on... There you go. On Saturday night, we're going to be out in Copenhagen for the vacant WBC Silver Light Heavyweight Championship. Forget the bauble. The bottom line is this is a big test for Mikael Kessler to see if he can move. We're going to basically be watching his assault on the light heavyweight division, and he fights Allan Green. Okay, now basically it's two veterans of the fantastic, fabulous Super 6 tournament. Both were defeated by Andre Ward. Kessler rather controversially on a cut, and Green lost widely on points. Now, I called up with Green a bit earlier, and I started by asking him how he's been since he arrived in Denmark.
It's been nice, man. It's been pretty laid back. You know what I mean? I've just been staying in my room. I went to train a couple of times, but other than that, it's been fine. It's been nice. Actually, there's been a lot of people actually at the gym. A lot of people that I've met that have told me they wanted me to beat him. So hey, that are from here.
Hey, well, listen. So that means you may have some voices for you in, on Saturday night. You won't be alone, just you and your cornerman. You may have a few people from Denmark cheering you on.
Yeah, there you go.
Allan, for you and for him, even though you're both very big super middleweights, you're up here. This is a light heavyweight. Is that where you're going to be from now on, up in the light heavyweight division?
Yes, because really I'm not a super middleweight. Even when I participated in the Super 6, I couldn't really make super middleweight anymore. So I started my career off at light heavyweight. I was an amateur standout at light heavyweight, so this is much more comfortable for me. But let's clarify something. The weight at 172 is not at a full-fledged light heavyweight.
Yeah, that's
it's not at 175.
Yeah, that's very true. The Super 6, that wasn't... I know that you ended up losing to Andre Ward, but that was an experience that you must have still enjoyed, being part of such what was a fantastic, if a little bit too long, tournament.
Yeah, it's kind of bittersweet. I mean, somewhat. It was good to be a part of history, but like I said, I just wish I could have been at my best. I wish after I realized I couldn't make the weight from the first Ward fight. I mean, I was a man and I honored my contract, but I'm not sure if I should have stayed with it. But that's neither here nor there. That's in hindsight.
But you did, and you're not the type of fighter that's going to make excuses, Allan, either. So you stuck with it. You did what a fighter did. You went through with it. When the Kessler fight came up, was it something that you instantly jumped at, or did you look at it and think, you know what, let me think and see if there's something else? Or was it a fight that you said, give me that, I'll go, no problem?
I said, give me the fight. I said, give me the fight. That's the fight I wanted.
He's an entertaining fighter, Kessler. When he has to, he steps up the gears. He entertains his fans. You have a busy night with him.
Yes, whatever he plans to bring to the table, he has more to worry about as far as from a tactical standpoint. He has more to worry about from me than I have to worry about from him. So anything he brings, I could easily neutralize.
Yeah. And looking at the wider light heavyweight picture, Allan, where do you see your... I know we shouldn't be looking past Saturday night's main event, but looking at the champions there, which route do you fancy going down, assuming you win?
I take care of business on the 19th. Either Cloud or Dawson, but a lot of guys at light heavyweight are talking about fights or have fights booked up. But either one of them. But if I can't get one of them, I'd like to fight Gabriel Campillo, the guy who fought Tavares Cloud.
Now, the other, Campillo, we've had him on Box Nation. The other guy, of course, is we've got our own champion here in Britain. We've got the Welshman.
Nathan Cleverly.
Absolutely.
Nathan Cleverly. Isn't he fighting Shumanov?
Yeah, Shumanov's one of the options, but there's also other fights out there. I'm just thinking down the line. Shumanov's a name we've had linked with him, but there again, we've had just about everybody linked with him over the last 50 years.
Yeah, I thought that fight was made, and he's another one. Nathan Cleverly is another one, but I thought that fight was made.
Well, perhaps you can come in after that. Well, listen, on Saturday night, what do you think is the most dangerous thing that Kessler brings to the table? What do you think it is? Looking at, when you've studied, when you've worked on your plan in the weeks leading up to the fight, what is it that you know is going to make it difficult for you?
I wouldn't say it's a lot that's going to make it difficult for me, but Kessler has a good right hand, He has a decent jab and a good right hand, but I mean that's a lot, dealing with that is pretty elementary. He has a good work rate. If anything, that would be probably the hardest thing to deal with. I mean, is his work rate. But we have a few tricks up our sleeve to neutralize that.
Well, listen, we're looking.
I saw how Frach and Kazaki and Ward dealt with his worst weight, which I thought Carl Froch won the fight against Kessler, but I saw how he dealt with it, you know.
Yeah, I thought he won. That was out. It was a great fight out in Denmark, and the crowd certainly helped him. Listen, Allan, it's been a pleasure and a delight and refreshing talking to you. Very honest and very straightforward. Good luck on Saturday night, and we'll be screening the fight live here in the UK. Allan Green, thanks very much.
Thank you.
That was Allan Green talking to me a bit earlier on. I've seen lots of nonsense. Well, I've seen lots of nonsense for about 10 years on one or two forums about something I said the other day. And I mentioned the other day that Allan Green was considered a bigger threat to Andre Ward than Mikhail Kessler. And the reason why I said that is because he was. The American journalists, and we seem to love them when they're praising somebody with a six-pack, but if I quote something that an American journalist says, it seems to get thrown back at us. No, I'm telling you, trust me, okay, the proof is out there that Green was considered a tougher threat for Ward than Kessler was. I don't agree. I think Kessler is a better fighter, and I think this is a hard fight. The only thing is Green does fancy it, and Kessler's only fought once since fighting Carl Froch, which was, 2010, so a bit of inactivity. And I like Green. I think he's a better fighter than some people give him credit for. Now,